Hello, Sylvia here, nutrition and fasting coach. So I am trying something new today. Where did my video go? What happened here? Okay, perfect. So I'm trying to go live on both Facebook and Instagram at the same time. So let's see if we can get Instagram on here. All right, there we are. Hey, okay, so happy Thursday, Sylvia here, nutrition and fasting coach. I am coming on here live on Facebook and Instagram, and I wanted to, what if you never had to count calories ever again and still be able to lose weight? Because what we've been told for the longest time, and what most professionals out there, doctors and other professionals in the health industry, they're saying, eat less, move more. Calories in, calories out. That's the only way to lose weight. So this was started in around the 1970s, the mid 70s, when they started a low fat, low calorie, and obesity and heart disease, diabetes started going on the rise. And since then, we have been on this low calorie, low fat um, health journey, and we are now fatter than ever. In the United States, 74% of adults are either overweight or obese. 74%. So what we've been doing since the mid 70s is obviously not working. So what do we? Let me just explain why it's not working. Okay. So first of all, you're going to get hungry. If you cut calories, you're going to get hungry. And it can be hard to resist. And if you go hungry for a while, it's very easy to overeat, which leads to actually more of a yo-yo dieting, and you actually ending up consuming more calories than you would otherwise. So that's the first thing. Second thing is that if you are in a calorie deficit for a while, your body your body's going to try to keep you alive no matter what, and it will then lower your basal metabolic rate, which is the energy your body uses to just keep you alive. The basic functions like breathing and digestion, the body will lower the energy needed for that, so you will burn less calories. So now you're going to plateau, right? So if you're going to continue in a calorie deficit, you have to drop your calories even lower. You see how this is going to get really hard after a while when your body starts catching up to you. All of a sudden, you're on extremely low calories, and it starts to affect other things like your just your overall energy level. It's going to drop. You're not going to have energy to work out. You're going to you're fidgeting. The little things that you spend energy on, you burn calories on, that you don't even notice. That's going to go away. So you're going to just burn less and less calories. And then you can imagine what happens if you then you fall off the wagon. You go on a binge and you then eat way too much. Now so much more of those calories are now going to get stored as fat because your body will not use them for energy. See? So that's how we get the yo-yo dieting in, and that's how a lot of people end up actually gaining weight instead of losing weight on a calorie reduced diet. All right? There's one more thing I want to add in there, and that is when you are reducing your calories, you're going to get hungry. So what ends up happening is that you eat more often because you're so hungry. You start snacking more, and every time you eat, you spike your insulin. You know what insulin does? It tells your body to stop burning fat and start storing fat. So you can see how this is not very beneficial when you are trying to lose weight. All right. So what do you do? What's the best way to lose weight? So first of all, you wanna look at your nutrition. It is uh, yes, it's the number one thing. You want to make sure that you get your nutrients from whole foods. So avoid the overly processed foods, the things that your body doesn't recognize, the refined carbohydrates and sugars that it's a spike to your glucose and your blood sugar. You want to make sure you get enough protein, you want to get enough fiber, and don't forget the healthy fats. Also in the 70s, the fats were labeled the enemy. So we were eating low fat. Um, and you see where that led us. We're now fatter than ever. So don't be afraid of the fats. I don't want you to go out there and eat an abundance of fat just to eat fat, but with every meal, including some healthy fats, will benefit you because when you eat fat, that signals your satiety hormones. So you're going to feel fuller, quicker. Your carbohydrates, refined carbs and sugar works the complete opposite. That's just going to spike your glucose and make you want more. So by eating fat, including healthy fats in your diet, it's going to help you. Um, Another thing that I like to add in, just for some other reasons that I'm going to come to later, is the something what I call the 3 Ps. So that is for gut health mainly, and it's the probiotic foods, the prebiotic foods, and the polyphenols that helps your gut. So I want to make sure that you also include that in your diet. The second step of this is the fasting. Okay, so fasting has been around since for thousands of years. Fasting was actually medicine before modern medicine was ever invented. And I mean, it's pretty obvious why um, there's it's not looked at as medicine anymore because there's nobody can make money off of it. Fasting is free, so why would anyone recommend it? So, but fasting um, is your body's healing system. That's a state of healing when you're in the fasted state. So, what happens? First of all, you are balancing your microbiome. So you're healing your gut. You're taking care of your microbiome. Microbiome works hand in hand with your hormones. So you're balancing your hormones. Your hormones control just about everything you do. So huge, getting that gut reset with a good fast. Second thing is you're tuning up your fat burning muscle. Like, come on. You are able, in a fasted state, when you get into a fasted ketosis, you're using your stored body fat to create energy just to go about your daily life. What can be better for fat loss than that? So, um, more great benefits from ketones. I'm not going to get into all the stuff now, but for fat burning, fat loss, ketones, amazing. And the last thing is autophagy. Autophagy is your body healing. It basically means or it directly means self-eating. Your body is using damaged cells to heal and repair other cells. And when you take advantage of ketones and autophagy, you lower inflammation, you're lowering pain, and guess what? When you feel better, you're gonna do better. So it all goes hand in hand. Then lastly, I want you to make sure to sync your fasting and feasting with your hormonal cycle because that matters as well. To balance your hormones through perimenopause and menopause, as well as when you are in your reproductive years, to making sure to avoid PMS symptoms. You want to make sure that you are giving your sex hormones what they need at the times they need it. So being able to sync your fasting and feasting with your hormonal cycle is very important for women. Um, this is the stuff that I teach in my 16-week program, the midlife reset. So just in 16 weeks, my clients are able to lose the weight, they get more energy, they less bloating, they have more mental clarity, they have less pain, less inflammation. So if any of this sounds intriguing to you, if you want to learn more, I'll be happy to chat on a no obligation uh, consultation. We'll just sit down and chat and see if this is something that could work for you to get you started. It's like a reboot to your whole system, and you learn how to eat, how to fast to get all those benefits, because this is what your body was meant to do. We're not meant to eat all day long. So stop counting the calories, stop counting macros. You don't need it. It's only going to hurt you, and start fasting. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Boy, and this guy. Huh. Not sure how this is. Let's see if I can end it like end now. There we go.